Mercy sees all.
Bonjour et bienvenue tout le monde. Welcome everyone. My name is Bruce. Thanks so much for stopping by, the subscribing, for following the research, and for interacting in the community. Those of you who are sharing these beautiful images and live footage, I really appreciate it. What do you think of this beautiful green patchy surface? There really are patches and areas that are green. It doesn't mean this vegetation, but let me tell you, when you see a patchy green area, you really wonder, don't you? Now, check this out. A couple of times, some of you, my friends, talked about these lines, referring it to like a train station. Really does look like a train tunnel and connections, pathways. I see big cables and I see construction. That's for sure. Now, watch this. These, another line there, but watch these objects all around, symmetrically placed, distance, properly distance, each one side by side. And that's what we're going to look at, a couple things today. Objects side by side. I want you to see a virtual block on the surface, a square building like structure, massive. Could be a bridge that's broken and all the remnants are there. It could be a mixture of both. That's what's so hard to tell from seeing the moon's surface so far. I see advanced, brand new, um, technology. That's what I see. But then again, sometimes people refer to the Mayans, and yes, look at that square. Do you see that rectangle? Yeah, you can compare it to the Mayans. Absolutely. How many rectangles are on the surface of the moon? I've counted at least 21. So, and some are big, some are small. Here, some negative exposure, negative footage. I haven't showed you guys almost any of my negative photography, but I promise to add more. And again, the surface just behind Sinus Iridum, that the video is not getting up at all. It stopped at 988 views. Spectacular. And the video just before it almost 13,000 views. I don't know why some of the video. Look at these negatives, guys. That's the north side on the bottom. You see the bottom picture right behind Sinus Iridum, and those are the lines going over that square object that we saw a couple of videos back. But yeah, just an amazing surface. You see the colors just like here on Earth, on the surface of the moon in many areas. give you an idea how close we are, we're looking at, in the circle, 1.05 of a mile, 1.7 kilometers, and this is Besel crater. We're inside of Merci, and we're seeing the small craterlets and, well, objects. Merci to the right, where Apollo 17 would have landed supposedly in the literal valley. Let's look at it without the filter. Can you see the 3 lines that are there on the surface? Maybe not everyone can see it, but I know depending on which monitor. If you're on a phone, don't even think of it. Check it out. We're going to talk about the objects, the square structures that I see on the surface. There's some of them. That's confirmed, I can tell, right? We're not blind. We can see that there's objects, blocks, natural or not. I don't think a square is formed like that. Look at these. Side by side, keep watching. It's a barrier and it goes a long way, and there's many areas on the moon like that. Goes all the way up to where there's 3 spherical objects right there on the surface. This is just pure awesomeness. UFO right over my head. Boom. Flashing lights. I'm freehanding it right now, slowing it down. You'll appreciate it. Watch what's going to hook up. Another UFO, and this is straight over my head. I'm just on the edge of my house here, on the edge of the balcony, and all these spectacular lights, which it's going to stop at one point, the lights, or almost stop anyways, and slow down all the flashing around it. But you're going to see another UFO approach it as both these UFOs slow down over my head. I'm by myself and I'm watching this occur. Watch carefully. There it is, coming to the edge of the house. That's the bright light that you see there on the right. It's really not going fast, and it's literally, guys, you see that? It stopped. Okay? Yeah, I'm impressed, because satellites don't stop, right? Now, what's this light on the bottom? That's right, right over my head. 2 UFOs straight up over the head of me, and then they'll cross paths. One will go off to the left, and the big one will just keep on going on its path. So now I'm telling you, and he's still stopped, by the way. The big one is stopped, but it's not going to stay there. It's going to leave and go over the edge of the house. Thank you for liking this video and taking the time to subscribe and sharing it on other platforms.
Aliens are the moon. Aliens are the moon. And they're mining. Really up there. And they're mining on the moon. Aliens are the moon. Aliens are the moon. Just fire. Really up there. And they're mining on the moon. Aliens are the moon. Aliens are the moon. And they may be coming soon.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
For anything and everything, for whatever the reason you want to send me something, P.O. Box 341 in Valleyfield, Quebec. The postal code is J6S4V6. My name is Bruce Swartz.